Hello, hello. Jennean here, Mind Body Soul Healings. I just wanted to hop on live. I know it's a little bit late for everybody, but for me, I'm on overnight shifts, so I'm just in the early afternoon for myself. So the topic of my video I wanted to speak on today was it's never too late. It is never too late to start living your life in a more authentic way that fuels your soul. It is never too late in your 20s to start choosing yourself and start healing and growing and evolving. It is never too late in your 30s. If you waited to your 30s, don't be angry and pushing on yourself that it took you that long to start choosing yourself. You have to choose yourself. So it's never too late in your 40s. If you decide at 40 years old, I have not been doing the healing that I need to do inside in order to live the life that I really want to live. It is never too late at 50. People have done magnificent things at 50 years old. You can do the healing even at 50 years old. It is not too late. You can do it at 60 years old. It is never too late. Do not fall into these traps of, I made my bed, I'm going to lay in it. It's too hard to teach an old dog new tricks. Get that stuff out, because hi Dee, hi Jessica, we as humans were created to evolve, to grow, to learn. And this is part of our journey, is to get in there and heal these things that are on the inside that are causing energetic imbalances in ourselves, the stuff that's getting in the way of manifesting our dreams and desires. We call it quantum healing at Phoenix Transformations, because it's getting in there. It's the bravery of vulnerability. Vulnerability is your superpower. It is your superpower into quantum leaping your life. It totally is. It is never too late to learn something, to decide something different, to create the life that you've always wanted to live. You hit 40 years old and it's like we have this society standard, like, oh, well, you should have been creating your life in your early 20s. Well, I say malarkey, and I say it's never too late to decide to learn something new about yourself, about awarenesses in society and your inner being. It's never too late to choose yourself and to start moving forward and pushing through fear. It is never too late. At 87 years old, it is never too late to learn something, to heal yourself, to move forward, to better yourself. We are meant as human beings to be moving forward in life. Evolving is part of our process. So if you're staying exactly where you are because you're scared, it's a trap. That all the good things in life come out of that leap of faith, they call it. That leap of faith, the pushing into the stuff that scares you. That is the good stuff. That is where you're going to get all your quantum leaping in. And that is where we are meant to live in. We are not meant to live in waiting to feel ready for something, because that is never going to happen. That day you will be 99 years old on your deathbed and you'll still never be ready to quantum heal yourself. It is a total subconscious trap. So don't listen to that stuff. Have enough faith in yourself. If you are living a life and you feel that resistance and you feel that unsettled and you don't feel like you have a purpose and you feel lost, these are all meant to be your soul talking to you. Your soul is saying it's time. It is time to choose yourself. It is time to heal this stuff. It is time to move forward and start living the reason that you came here. When you connect to that and you get really deep into that and you have this inner security in yourself and you feel, divinely into your purpose, and nothing else can shake you. There's not another human being on this planet that could say a single thing that would throw you off course, because you know what you came here to do. You know who you are. you know exactly what is meant to happen, and you start moving towards it. And there's this love and this fulfillment that comes in life. We were not meant to come here and live a mediocre life. We were not meant to just say, well, this is the cards I was dealt this life. Hard things happen not to punish us. They don't come here to punish us and make sure that we have this karma that we have to live out. They come because they are meant to wake us up. It is meant to make us question life. It is meant to make us choose ourselves in a deeper way, love ourselves unconditionally, come into investing in ourselves and our growth. There has to be this, like, I see myself. I choose myself above all else. There is not another human on this planet that I will choose above myself, because I need to give people from a full cup. And I have to love myself in order to do that. And when I start coming from this overflow, when I am overflowing with love and energy and vitality for life, I am more able to help someone else, because I went through that inner phase of filling myself, of healing, of growing. And when we come from that space, it's not resentment anymore. It's not, okay, well, I'll heal this person because this is what it's meant to be, and my cup's half empty. When we start getting in there, the quantum healing is all about your deepest wounds. It's getting them out in a way where you don't have to sit there in therapy for years trying to talk it out. Let's shift it, because we have each and every single person. You shift other people's life just by being alive, just by your energy, just by who you are, your uniqueness. You affect people just by that. So you have this magnificence about you, and all of these unique, quirky things about you. Other people are admiring it and wanting that from you, and wanting to feel that love and that energy that you exude, because that's when you really start locking into why you came here. If you're going to your job and you feel like, man, this is just, I'm drained at the end of the day. This is so hard. I just can't, like, there has to be more out of life. That is a purpose. There's a purpose for that feeling, and start listening to it, because that is where you're going to really truly get in there and start deep healing, because we all go through stuff as humans that needs to be dealt with, that we've been carrying around energetically for so long. Such an amazing message. So many people need to hear this. Thank you. We have these things, and they're stuck in there, and they're like, it's like our arteries are clogged up with all of this energetic crap, and we need to clear it out. And we can't do that until we start getting in there and quantum healing that, and just bursting it open, so that our flow of energy exudes out of us, that people, we show people. Like, I just posted this last week. When things seem dark around us, and things seem, hard and resistant, we need to look around and see, maybe we're the light. Maybe we are the one with the inner strength. Maybe we are the ones that are meant to show people, hey, this is how you get out of this. This is how you heal this. This is how you thrive from this. This is how you can do this too. Instead of going into the victim mode and woe is me, and why are all these hard things happening in life. And we're allowed to have that moment. We all have it. It's okay. We're human. But don't sit there. Look around you and see how many people you're affecting just by your light, just by the way you're persevering, just by the way you're choosing yourself. Because you set examples for people, and they all, are paying attention even when they're not saying it. People are paying attention to your light. I love that. We are the light in the darkness. We are. Each and every time we choose ourselves, each and every time we heal another wound, we show someone else how to be brave. We show someone else how to overcome. We show someone else how to persevere. These are all things that people need in this life. So when you're ignoring that, and you're not walking down that path, and you're doing the things that, like overeating, when you're drinking, when you're staying up late when you're not doing your work that you know you should be for your inner work. These are all things that are choosing to clog up your arteries. I've been living exactly that lately. Such truth. Yes, you've been on fire, Miss D. Maria. Awesome. It's so inspiring to watch you move out of the fear and just choose yourself. Like, choose yourself in a deep way. It gets other people fired up because it makes us all look at ourselves when we're living that life and we're unhappy and we're like, well, we're falling into society's thought process of, well, it's a good job. We should be living it because it's a good job. We should stay here because it's a union job. Well, who cares? Who cares at the end of the day? Jump. Because have you ever been let down when you took a leap of faith? Did you ever crash and burn? And if you did crash and burn, did you ever have a look and see that maybe it was meant to happen? It was meant to teach you a lesson. It was meant to teach you something, and you grew from it. Like, did you ever crash and burn and not learn something, and it was completely pointless, and you were just completely let down? Because we all have this huge inner fear that that's what's going to happen, but it never happens. It doesn't. We always thrive. The best things in life have come from those leaps of faith. Every single time, anybody that has pushed themselves and has achieved something really big has always had that fear, has always had that leap of faith, that jump. Fear, that's exactly what it is, moving through that fear and realizing it's actually a communication tool to reaching a better you. So true. You should run at fear. When you start finding that you're scared of something, that is exactly what you should be doing. Because as humans, if we are not growing, we are staying the same. And if we're staying the same, then over time, we're going backwards because we are meant to keep growing. Yes, I was just going to say, always a lesson learned from what may have seemed as a bad experience. Yeah, sometimes we go through certain experiences because they are meant to teach us something, whether it's an inner strength, whether it's an inner knowing, whether it's a reflection. All hard things happen for a reason. And it's like, we have to develop that faith in ourselves that we are smart enough, we are good enough, we are worthy enough to live those dreams that we're trying to move forward. And we have to move through that fear, because that fear is literally the thing that's going to keep us exactly where we are. And if you really reflect at where you are, before I did all this inner work, I can honestly say I was not happy. I was, there was a lot of good things in my life. I'm not, saying anything negative about my life, but there was this nagging inside of me that really needed that acknowledgement. And that was my soul really wanted that healing. I needed to get some of those core wounds that we do with our spiritual formula in Phoenix Transformations in our private mentorship group. We do these quantum healings, and we do them in a really deep and strong way where they're gone. You don't have to sit there and stew on them. Yes, you have to be vulnerable and feel them in order to get rid of them, but it's not this traumatic experience. It's not this, it's fairly painless. There is some persevering that has to happen, but it's all for a purpose. And when you can see that bigger purpose and you can grow into this person that feels unshakable at the end of the day, that feels good about themselves, feels fulfilled, that is our purpose. We are meant to live that way. So if you are making excuses and you're saying, well, I should stay at this job, even though at the end of the day, I am so frazzled and so drained that making dinner at the end of the day is hard, that cleaning my house or interacting with my family is hard, there is something wrong there. There needs to be a change, and don't be scared to make it. It shows others the way so that they can see that's not where I am. Yes, awesome messages, ladies. So that's my video. It is never too late to change your life. It is never too late to learn something. It is never too late to create who you want to become. And it all starts with making steps. Stop making the excuses and start stepping through the fear. Start choosing yourself. You have to choose yourself. You cannot wait for someone else to come along and show you who you are. That is not what it's meant to be. It is meant to be, I choose myself and I create my life. That is that moment that everybody has when they start these processes of investing in themselves with a coach, or taking programs, or going to therapy. All of these moments is you've had enough. You've had enough of being the way that you are, and you need to change. And that's when it outweighs the fear, and you have to get to that moment, but you have to pay attention, because you can keep making excuses. And that's the number one biggest thing that a lot of us do in life, is we make excuses till the end of our life. Like, it just wasn't meant to be, or it was too hard, or it's too hard to, to teach an old dog new tricks. That is the biggest malarkey I've ever heard in my life. Jane Elliott talks about how her dad was in his late 70s when he finally learned to stop being racist. He learned at 70 to completely erase something that is a huge society standard at that time, and to completely change his awareness. He was very old when he finally started to do that. And it's not too late at that. It is not too late, because he erased that in his life, and he changed, and he growed, and he grew. I love that. That's cute. And he grew and he evolved as a person, and that's not too late, because he still had many years of fulfillment of seeing life in a different way. There's a lot of people that are older that have really thrived, that have really healed. My grandmother was one of them. My grandmother completely changed herself after my grandfather passed away, and she was in her late 70s. She started dating. She started doing things that she was scared of. She was a great example of moving through fear and evolving as a human being. So it's never too late to go after your dreams. It is never too late to change. It is never too late to start living that life that you were hoping you were going to live. It is all accessible to us until the last moment that we take a breath. We can choose to change and grow and heal and evolve as a human being. So choose yourself. At the end of the day, make a choice for yourself. Don't allow everybody else to tell you what is best for you. Start feeling into it and make some decisions based on it. And don't allow the fear to creep in, because the more you let the fear creep in, the more you're going to stay the same. And the more you're going to feel that suffering and that resistance and that draining energy, that it just sucks the life out of you. You deserve to wake up and feel fulfilled and excited for the day and excited for what's coming, and feel free. Free is another one. You deserve to feel free in life. You deserve to feel that weight lifted off of you, that inner resistance that you feel from all those traumas and all that pain and all that inner core wounding. You deserve to feel free of all of that. And there's many people in the mentorship right now that are really doing some core healing right now, and it's really remarkable and inspiring to watch, because it's a powerful process. So that's my video for today. I'm going to have a few more for the rest of the week. Just letting you guys know, Sherry has joined us officially for Mind, Body, Soul Healing. So you'll see her a lot here in the Phoenix Transformations group. I'm actually broadcasting on quite a few different networks right now at this moment. So Phoenix Transformations is the private group that we have for Mind, Body, Soul Healing. So if you would like to join, you just need to look up Phoenix Transformations, and you'll find the group there. Mind, Body, Soul Healings. I know I'm broadcasting on there. We did an announcement for Sherry. She is our event coordinator and our virtual assistant. We are planning some really, really exciting things. And Sherry also, aside from Mind, Body, Soul Healings, has a really exciting event that's coming up as well. So stay tuned for some really, really exciting announcements for some healing to happen in this group. We are really excited to bring some cool events to come. So those are in the works this week. So I will be hopping on doing some daily daily inspired videos that are from just straight channeling from the universe. Whatever comes to mind, I'm just going to speak on. And let's get some shifting happening. We want to create this as a safe space for people to grow their awareness, to grow their healing, to continue their journey, because we want to see everybody thrive and live the life that they came here to live. So that's our purpose. That's what we're moving forward in. Wednesdays, you want to tune in on Mind, Body, Soul Healings for Harley's divine daily, weekly, divine weekly oracle reading. She is super, super dialed in and super powerful. So her card readings are always, when we look backwards on the week, very, very in tune with what is happening. So if you guys can tune into that from Phoenix Transformation, you're welcome, Dee. And tune in every day. You know, we've just got some messages, and we want to keep everybody vibing high. Some cool things on the works this week that I want to announce, but I can't yet. So stay tuning in to the daily videos, and here on Friday, I think we'll make our big announcement. So so excited to do this and shift and grow with you guys. I'm going to be a little bit more active in here. So if you have anybody that you think might resonate with some of the Reiki healing circles, I might be doing some of those in here. Any of the messages, please feel free to join them to the group. English is not my strongest suit today, but that's okay. Feel free to add them to the group. Just make sure you have a conversation with them so that they have consent for that, because we want everybody that's here to really want to be here and want to grow. That's what we want the most out of life, is people that are willing to grow and shift with us. So we have some cool things on the works. So as I look up, I see 222. So very, very divine, and 7 is a big number for me. So thank you for tuning in. Those of you that are watching the replay, you can get ready, because we are amping up for a packed month full of inspired healing, giving away lots of tips in here in this group for shifting and growing and quantum healing. So get your friends invited. Let's get a big healing circle here happening, because we all deserve to live the life of our dreams and desires. So thank you for tuning in. I will see you tomorrow, probably more at 6 o'clock. It just took me a little bit to get going because I had to stay up all night last night. So my first night is always a little bit tough. But I'm grateful for the overnight shifts, because they give me so much time to get things done. So thank you for tuning in, and I will see you again tomorrow, guys. Bye.